As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. A city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
It's Erusian! Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Osean. Do not attack before target identification is complete. Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Did you hear me? That was friendly fire!
You cannot fire on a target until it's ID'd. Don't let it happen again. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Houston, let's run. For the hell of a run. Patriot, my duty is gone. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
Tank is destroyed.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS from the LRSSG.
Be on the lookout for
Our
enemy
info has been updated.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
If we're not realize our idea, what point is there in living? That's not you leave this country.
March 2! Strider 1, break!
Chaff and flame deployed.
Wait, the General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Strider 1, target acquired. Missile launched.
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
Let's go.
We've archived major units that we've shot when the communication networks come back online. There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Missile. This is a message to all the people fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Watch 2!
What? We're taking fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
Wait, the General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Labarthe are the real patriots. Onward!
Enemy vessel destroyed.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
Bandit lock. We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Missile incoming. Break. They got me.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, the General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Trigger is destroying a target.
This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they?
The boss is that vehicle.
Destroyed.
They've been set up in all the right places.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us. That was too close for comfort.
We're the only ones here on our side.
Turn right. No, wait, that goes into the ocean. I can't shake the enemies on my tail.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
You guys have opened the trial before, leading our country further into ruin.
Maintain speed. We'll be able to break through that shutter. Jennifer, do you mind keeping it down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Illusions. Whether you're angry or not, you're just stubborn to change the time.
Strider 1, locked on target.
The aircraft has 3 lines on its tail.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Target eliminated.
Okay, get this guy off my back!
Anti-air gun eliminated.
Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. Strider 1, box 2.
Caution. Pull up.
Vehicle eliminated.
Missile. Missile.
It's the Ocean military.
Missile.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lawcaster.
Missile.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through!
Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off!
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
My engine figure! Where did it come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly! No, the attack was an unintentional mistake!
Caution. Pull up.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 19er Delta Lima. Rescue teams and hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
Missile.
It's all gone to hell. Radio chatters about the Civil War. Radios? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped. Nice and secure.
Fire! Fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Missile.
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Weapons hold!
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
The plane just passed under the bridge! You better hang on. It's about to get bumpy.
Caution.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
The general is speaking with the commander.
System failures caused regular incidents among Ocean forces.
No response. Shoot 'em down!
Caution. Pull up.
There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
Have the lock.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. It's too early for me to talk.
Caution. Pull up.
I haven't.
Strider 4, box 2. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
got a sitting duck here.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. Used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Lucy is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
We have no choice! Fire!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
You forgot to develop creative pilots. What a disgrace. If a drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
Ammunition 0.
It's Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
It's Erusian military.
Missile.
Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed. Abort mission.
You heard the call.
Bad news.
Friendlies out there.
Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Missile. Missile.
It's Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Shoot it down.
Missile.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
3 strikes. What is a member of the penal unit doing flying a plane?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Taking heavy fire.
Missile.
Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Missile.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
My plane's starting to ice up.
Target acquired.
Those guys up there, aren't they both Oseans?
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Unidentified aircraft in the drones.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Move the rear to the others.
Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
How's your last Longcaster? If it breaks, then we're here to help.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network. Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
Strider 2, Fox 2. This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
Trigger, ceasefire.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft we've gone by the told me about. The scratches.
There it is, the EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do. Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
Missile.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft we've gone by the told me about. The scratches.
There it is, the EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting them down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Missile. Missile.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Missile.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, something is supposed to be shot too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the three
Fox 2.
Just the Implanter getting in my way.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
This is rebuilding. I'm taking fire.
Missile.
They're in my way.
Breaking.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Nice kill.
Target is down. Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco.
Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Can't abort the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones headed this way. No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Hit on bandit confirmed.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Target is in machine gun range. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
Triggers. Flash the bandit.
Missile. 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 Missile.
I'm behind my target.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
Target eliminated.
4 bandits left.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But man,
Missile.
they have to update them.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Spider 2, Fox 2.
Behind the enemy.
Skull warning.
1 bandit to go.
Skull warning.
Fox 2.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Were you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... No, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the bait,
the island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle.
Fighter Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs.
They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own.
Please, we need help.
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Caution. Pull up.
ID complete.
Thank God. Friendly birds.
Unknown successfully identified.
Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
This'll hit. Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
We're under attack!
Our air support is here.
Fox 2.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Caution.
Target acquired.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. Jack, we're all lined up.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Those Erusian bastards. It's a blatant war crime.
Okay, commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Strider 1, target destroyed.
If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle's been destroyed. Let's get out of here!
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! Just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Give us another 30 seconds. The men say they want to at least get the children in proper burial.
Don't pursue TT. We just need to buy some time.
Target is in machine gun
In the
range.
bay until operation feeding time. Move them away from the mass driver.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
We're in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. My ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible. The rebels are here.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belfast. The enemy will shoot us in the back! Our guys can shoot out the enemy here. What do we do now? Send in a tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
If we strike craft, high shit. Needs an
down to less than half our vehicle. Good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
Missile. 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 Star warning. Missile. Missile.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
UAV confirmed destroyed.
Missile.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Star warning. Missile.
Getting the landing craft. Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target is in machine gun range.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Star warning. Star warning.
Go with us. See the enemy APC from there.
If you lose your legs, then crawl. You can surrender when you lose your hands.
Target destroyed. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strata 1, target acquired.
Help me! Gather all the wounded together.
Fox 2. UAV is down. Strata 1, we've identified the unknown targets. Pick up the speed in your search. The faster you find them, the more people we can save.
Give me enemy position! God, the artillery fire sent a number on my hearing.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogies! There's no way there are! Almost there! Commence operation no return!
Missile.
These are on good. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strata 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Missile.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Missile.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
Missile.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Missile.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Pull up.
Strata 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Hostile confirmed destroyed. The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Don't aim. We're doing strategic bombing.
Missile. Missile.
Ram 8, Fox 2.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Careful, these guys are coming.
Missile.
We're on the road past the point of no return. Prime 7 locked on target.
Missile. Missile.
Grammy, I think he's by a missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
They're taking out city over aircraft. Use extreme caution.
Missile.
This is Prime 7, I'm behind my target.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition zero. Missile.
Clouds are everywhere. Where's the enemy? Bandit has a lock.
Intercept those bombers.
Missile. Missile.
He went into the clouds.
Coach Control, this is Flight Leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
This is Launch Control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
The last seconds for Operation Feeding Time.
Launch Control, roger that.
Missile. Missile.
Bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
On my target's tail. Bombs away! Bombs away! Radicals and Oceans can burn in hell.
Carpet bombing? They can't be serious. How many do they think they'll kill? We've lost contact with the Oceans on the island. We failed. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly bird! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running! There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fighting. With that, they're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it.
Pull up.
Just got the photographs. We'll head back to HQ. Just give us another 30 minutes. The enemy's position! The men say they want to reach the children in the problem area. Those bastards! It's a blatant war crime! Take photos for evidence.
Erusian! Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
Too deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Move them away from the mass driver. We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Our guys even took out the enemy transport. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Pull up.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Shit, it's 3 strikes. We're sitting ducks out here.
Missile.
We're moving out! Leave the dead behind!
Missile.
We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Longcaster.
Missile.
We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your
Hear
back.
us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! Get out there and
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Missile. Missile.
They use the lack of contact with superiors to do whatever they want. Don't let them in. Send them away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We're down to less than half our vehicles. This isn't looking good.
Target's down.
We need help. Bring all the injured.
Missile. Missile.
ID complete. Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile.
ID complete.
Missile.
Fire! Fire at will!
Missile.
We need more ammo!
Missile. Missile.
Don't let anyone other than emergency airspace units into the base.
Locked on.
Heavy losses.
Continue the countdown.
We can't even launch. The enemy will take us back.
Do the countdown.
Thanks. But will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. We leave the wounded. This will guarantee us the one-way ticket to hell.
Missile.
Pretty sure we're there already.
Target eliminated. It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side? We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Missile.
Hold your fire! I confirm. The info is from an allied AWAC. Hold your fire!
Missile.
Roger.
Missile.
What are we supposed to believe?
Missile.
Who should we follow?
Missile.
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
There's still one arsenal bird left.
Missile.
Do it for the bombs, then Lucy will have a fighting chance.
Strutter 1 has crashed. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Missile.
Calling friendly first. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole. We need help or we're still up and running. There's more over here. The body field civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight.
Missile.
That, they're all lined up.
Missile.
No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it.
Missile launched.
Those Russian bastards. It's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence.
Missile. Missile.
You hear us?
Missile.
We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle is destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Taking heavy losses.
Missile.
Let's get moving!
Missile.
Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Missile.
It's no use. We're to the right. Fire us at supply ship.
Just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to release the children from the barracks.
Where's our damn air support?
We did it! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the war around here?
It's all crazy people.
No pursuit you team. We just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Missile.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. Supply ship at the munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Roger. Enemy has a lock on you.
I count 12 dead bodies here.
Strider 1, target
These
destroyed.
should be upper middle class. Reports nearby, so they could be researchers and their family. Most likely, they were involved with Delta. Our guys even took out the enemy air support. What do we do now? Put them in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Keep fine if we take a little damage.
Missile.
This fight now.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Keep gun range.
Pull up. Missile. Missile. Caution.
ID complete.
In the landing craft! Any seconds, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
We only need an hour tops. We need the advantage to put the enemy down.
Caution. Pull up.
Target locked.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Get the wounded out of here, hurry! If you let them through, we're as good as dead!
ID complete.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. They're after the supply ship. Do the countdown!
Missile.
There's still one Arsenal bird left.
Missile.
We take them for you!
We'll have a fighting chance.
Missile.
Use cameras to track the supply ships. Don't play with your backs to the supply ship! If you think we're done for!
Missile. Missile.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed! The airborne for Allied AWACS! Hold your fire! Roger. What are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
Missile.
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Okay, Commander, down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Behind my target.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, you identified the unknown targets.
Missile.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
Missile. Missile.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Missile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence Operation No Return! These are unguided. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. Launch control. Enemy closing. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger.
Strider 1 is down.
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Target destroyed by Strider 1. Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't see one fight. With that, they're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here, but I really don't want to think about it. Yeah, those are really fast. There's a blatant war crime. Photos for evidence. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship!
Your erosion. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to East. Give us another 30 minutes.
Confirmed destroyed.
The men say they want to at least get the children out of Bravo's area.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship's munitions depot is highly combustible. Don't get what you need. We just need to buy some time. Holding the bay until operation meeting time.
I count 12 dead bodies here.
Move them away from the mass driver.
There seems to be upper middle class. Spaceports nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved in the Delta.
No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendlies!
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Sit in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Get closer! You'll never hit them from here! Shit, 3 strikes. We're sitting ducks out here.
Target locked. Enemy on your back.
In the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our place to die.
Understood. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. Ambush, stay calm, reform the race! It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
Locked on.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over.
ID complete.
Help me! Gather all the wounded together.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
I have a solid lock. Target locked.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. It's not stupid. We're under the supply ship. Do the countdown! There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusea will have a fighting chance.
Thanks, but won't we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
These cannons protect the supply ships. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. It's if we're done for.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the boat!
Destroyer Squadron. You're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Agora eu queria que essa mensagem. Ele mandei só pra falar com você. Se ela vai ficar casada por causa do áudio, a culpa vai ser tua.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, and they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Ai, sério. Tem que desabitar pro bandeiro antes que eles cheguem na ilha.
Enemy on your back.
You're out of chaff and flares.
Caraca, tem uma foto de joga atrás de mim.
I've been spiked.
Cadê você, miséria?
Missile inbound. Drinking.
These reinforcements are elite. Graham 2 locked on target.
Missile.
Target hit.
Missile.
This is Brandon. Attack completed.
Strider 1, target acquired. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
My target's jammed.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Enemy on your back.
Intercept those bombers.
Missile.
The enemy is making good use of the clouds.
Fox 2.
Enemy pilot no question. Graham 7 locked on target. Graham 8 behind my target.
Missile.
In gun range.
Missile.
Strider 2. Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1 is hitting the clouds.
Missile.
Picking up maneuver aircraft. Extreme caution.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
We don't need to retreat. Just delay their advance. Got it? Take commanders down!
Missile.
Taking fire!
Missile. 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 Caution.
Echo 13. Same plan, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo. Stop fighting.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Target is in machine gun range.
Our only ally is the Erusian government.
Destroyed.
The Erusian ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
I'm on his back.
Missile.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses.
Missile.
We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile hit.
Missile.
Hey you, dumbass with a scratch on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Eurasian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me. You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That's great. Players don't bring tanks or count.
Here, let me answer. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
Droga.
Share it.
Para de encaixar nisso.
Count me in.
That's right.
Strider 1, bandit splashed. Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates. Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Missile.
No chemistry. Who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Good job! The enemy tanks are close. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Missile.
Everyone knows this. There's no other reason.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy on your back. Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile.
Strider 1, APC destroyed. Hurry!
Get moving!
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Internal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. We're trying to beat that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
These guys continue pursuit of the supply ship.
If we're too close, we'll get caught up in the explosion.
The Ocean pilots are chasing the supply ship hard.
Seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them.
Missile.
60 seconds remain.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked on. I can't get a lock.
Don't overshoot.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up.
My bird can't take much more of this!
The missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. Trigger, you're gonna lose it. Fly at full speed.
To be easy if all we can do is fly fast.
We're almost out of time.
Do it?
Just avoid the enemy's fire for now.
Okay, but we won't be able to do that forever, you know.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Return to operation area.
Missile.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Supply ship has reached the Arsenal bird's air defense network. All right, Uzi can still win this fight.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
I'm usually pretty good at playing tag, but these guys have a head start.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. I can't get a lock. The target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's heading.
They're forced to turn their backs to us.
I was expecting this to be easy if all they could do was fly fast.
Lightning hit my wing.
Missile away.
If the operation fails, we have failed everyone that's helped.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
Missile.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. Trigger, you're gonna lose it. Fly at full speed.
Missile. Missile.
We've recalculated the remaining time.
On your back.
Missile.
60 seconds remain.
Which one first?
Think they can continue to dodge?
Supply ships, stick close to trigger.
Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2-3.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress.
Can't say I blame him.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trader?
You take it if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
Try to run. Target
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. Vehicle confirmed confused. I know.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Baslij, which neighbor in Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Missile. Missile.
Coming up on the castle.
Missile.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Hold up.